Hello survivors and welcome to the Spell Brigade. In today's video we are playing the Sun Mage. We're actually not going to be using Solar Pulse. We are playing with this character to start off with Solar Pulse, but we're going to be looking at getting either Hex Bomb or NECRO WHIRL, whichever one shows up first. If both show up in the first shop, we will play with the NECRO WHIRL. We are going with Solar Pulse right now because, as you can see in the beginning, it's very easy to kill things with it, and it does make it a lot easier to play the game, at least in the very beginning. So let's do that. We're getting a lot of spell size over here, which we don't really need. I would have liked to have gotten like a legendary cooldown rather, or legendary damage. However, spell size does help start hitting things earlier, so we're okay with that. We get the decreased spell cooldown, which means that it ticks faster. If you can hear it, I don't know if the volume is loud enough, but when you do play the game yourself, if you do play it, you will notice that you get that clicking sound, like a ticking sound, and that is how fast it ticks. So we did get both of them. We are going to go NECRO WHIRL, and you know, it makes sense. We're using a whole lot of circular skills. Even Hex Bomb, it's a circle on the floor. And then we can maybe go arcane broadsword to finish the circle being completely around us, or astral orb. Over here we're going to go with the duration of the NECRO WHIRL. We want to get as much cooldown reduction and as much duration on it as possible. So veiled haste. I don't know why I want to say verdant. Like, I know it's the verdant meadows as the level, but I always want to say verdant haste for some reason. It just sounds good. Alright, what do we get? We get spell size again. I'm actually going to go with luck this time. It was a rare luck and I think it can come in handy. And as you can see, we are leveling up like crazy before the first objective even shows up. That's just the power of Solar Pulse because it is AoE. It makes it so much easier to kill these first few creatures and get that big early level up lead. I really don't want this, but the game's giving it to us. I think if we can get an Solar Pulse going really quickly, very early, that's going to put us in a super spot. But the focus needs to be on NECRO WHIRL after that. So we'll get it to level 7, and then after that we refuse to take anything for it. We will get the spell cooldown for it. That's perfect. Don't need the crit damage because we're not using crit, at least not right now. And with Solar Pulse, this guy should be relatively easy, especially if you can kind of get him to get into your NECRO WHIRL. If you can, I'm not saying it's possible, but there we go. Pretty easy first objective. I was like, hang on, well, what happened to my objective? But there we go, we leveled. We get NECRO WHIRL, we get the perfect one, we get to cast an additional NECRO WHIRL. So now we just need that duration and that cooldown reduction. And we're going to have a whack ton of NECRO WHIRLs all over the place. Or at least that's the plan to do it. Who knows whether or not it's actually going to work. But 2 NECRO WHIRLs are definitely better than 1. We've got a crit chance over there. We will grab that for sure. Can see the difference it's already making, how many crits we are having right there. Now, I did try this on 2 other characters. The first character was on Caven. The problem is Rocky Road really doesn't do a lot of damage, and the fact that they need to be chasing you to get the damage to be done is also a little bit of an issue with the skill. It doesn't allow you to focus on the NECRO WHIRL, unlike, you know, this over here where we kind of just put a little bit of points into it and it kills the trash mobs, where even the Rocky Road, it really doesn't kill things quickly. So at least Solar Pulse, if you're trying to do some fun things with other skills, Solar Pulse is definitely the skill to go for to do that. And then also we also benefit really well from cooldown reduction on Solar Pulse. So getting the veiled haste does benefit us there as well. So really, really strong regardless. Just need, what's it, one more level on it, and hopefully we get ass. If not, we might have to go all the way to level 14 with it. Speed, we'll just decrease the spell cooldown, that's fine. We never got ass, so we are going to go for, I guess we'll just get, I want, maybe acid's very good. Now we'll just go lightning. The extra damage is always wanted. It's a pity we didn't get ass. It was very close. Lightning is blue as well, you know? Although the ass is technically more of a white. Alright, arcane broadsword, because we wanted to swing around us, so everything's kind of melee, so we don't have to worry about it. We're like Ruin Burst, it's very strong, and it would kind of outshine the NECRO WHIRL, so that's why we're not really grabbing it. There is some duration or cooldown. The duration is a higher rarity, so we'll grab the duration. And we should be pretty good. Not much moving required with Solar Pulse, which is fantastic, because the less we move, the more XP we get. Also, it looks like we can deal with these healers with the skill. I've been really struggling a lot with these healers. They've been a pain. They need to die very quickly. There we go. Okay, NECRO WHIRL, even more duration. We will grab that. It looks like it's nearly there. We either need a lot more duration or a lot more cooldown. But I mean, when I say a lot more, I mean just more to show up for us. But there's a cooldown reduction. Again, helping absolutely everything that we have. And getting us a step closer to the infinite NECRO WHIRLs. I guess we'll go for the decreased spell cooldown. There was nothing better there. I mean, HP increase would have healed us, but it is what it is. We did mention yesterday that if you're in a bind, like instead of grabbing a potion for 200 health, if you pick up a rare upgrade for 200 health, it's the same thing. Along with, you know, increasing your maximum health, it also heals you that 200. Alright, NECRO WHIRL's duration gets increased, and now we get acid or fire. We're going to go with acid, just so it deals more damage to enemies. And now we need to seal the rift. We might have to use death for this, but that's alright. It's not the end of the world. We do have a pretty decent build going on right now. It really just depends on how NECRO WHIRL behaves while we're sealing the rift. Also, the rift is on us, so that's not very good for us. As you can see. Not the greatest thing when the rift is on us, but it's not the end of the world. What I would like to see is the us affecting enemies, because imagine now you're on us and the enemy starts sliding as well. That would be just really, really fun to see there. We do get a legendary NECRO WHIRL. Ow, we do get hit quite hard there. We did complete the objective, which is great. We never got the NECRO WHIRL. Spell's area increases in size the lower your health is. We'll grab that because it does look like we low life anyway half the time. So that should give us a bigger solar pulse. Not what we were looking for. We'll grab more luck over there. But it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but it's the end of the world. Now we just need NECRO WHIRL to move towards the targets, or we can get an additional NECRO WHIRL again, I believe. There's still 2 more augments, so there is a chance we get more NECRO WHIRLs going. We are going to actually increase our luck again, and that should put us in a much better spot. We're now on 22 luck. Very unfortunate we no longer... Oh, wait, the one relic should have spawned. Let's go relic hunting. Apparently it's at objective 2 and objective... Well, actually there was somewhere else where it was. You're all going to kick me for this, but I'm not going for the pickup radius. I'm actually going to grab damage on NECRO WHIRL. Because we need to level it up now. While we also look for a relic. Oh, God. At least with the Wizard King, if you die, you know, it's got taken to good use because you need to kill enemies with your resurrection beam. This is not going what just killed me? Alright, so this is definitely not going as planned. Alright, there's the relic though. I don't think we're going to kill anything around it though, right now. This is rough. Oh, get me out of there. Being a bit sloppy today. We didn't really get what we were looking for, so that's unfortunate. We'll just take a rune burst because we actually need the damage. We're really struggling right now with this one. I don't know if we are going to live this. No, we never. That's a bit of a problem. Go grab that and run. Oh no, this is not looking good. I'm going to take the joint protection. We did make it out before the explosion, which is grand to know. NECRO WHIRL's damage, that's fine. We can use these to kill things as well. So slow. Looking for nothing for NECRO WHIRL over there. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have to take it. How can I not take that? It does help quite a bit with damage because it does have a hard damage. To live, we cannot die until our revive is up again. So it's going to be a tactical revive when we do use it. To do good movements so we don't take damage. I wanted that fungi, but we couldn't get it, unfortunately. Move out of the NECRO WHIRL. We're on us here, which is not good for us. We are not doing very well. These mushrooms aren't in very good spaces for us either. We're gonna have to go up. There are some mushrooms over here, which is perfect. One over there. We'll grab this one over here. Trying to stay away from enemies and not to use the ice as much as possible. We get another spell cooldown on the arcane broadsword. So does that mean, ooh, we nearly got 2 of them showing up without even getting the augment for it. Only 5 more mushrooms needed. We are not in a very good space here. We need to try and get away from the wall and get ourselves into open space, but without getting hurt. We did get our revive back, so that is good. And there is a mushroom there. We only need 3 more mushrooms. 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic to see. And now we're also in a really good spot in terms of being in the open, which might actually be really bad as well. Okay, this is, you know, I guess we can go and heal ourselves with NECRO WHIRL now. But it's all going to be up to the final cut, you know, because this NECRO WHIRL is really not doing us justice. I think this is one of the biggest problems with the game, is we can put as much as we want into the skill. If you don't get the augments for it, like we didn't get the moving augment. If we got the augment that made it so that NECRO WHIRL moved towards the enemies, we would have been dealing so much more damage with it, and it would have put us in a much better spot. But because we don't get that and we don't have it, we are struggling quite a little bit with the damage output of the skill and the run. We do seem to have salvaged it with those 2 legendary upgrades for the spell arcane broadsword. That does look like it's kind of put us in a much better spot than we otherwise would have been in. So, you know, thank goodness to Lady Luck for those 2, and thank goodness to me deciding to actually take them, because I was very close to not doing it, and that would have probably got us killed, but it is what it is. We finally leveled it up. We're going to go with the acid lightning. That should be really good. As you know, it's one of my favorite combinations, but we never got cold on any of them, or ice, sorry, not cold, which is a bit of a damper. But acid lightning, very, very good. Which also means now, unless we get like legendary cooldown and stuff on it, or more duration and things like that, we could look at getting our solar pulse to the next level. Still looking for more the ice on it. So that is a plan that we can go with, and hope that we achieve it. Or we can just chill. Let's go decrease the cooldown on solar pulse. I mean, we could level up arcane broadsword more, but I want to try and do NECRO WHIRL. I don't see it doing the most damage. We'll see at the end if it did it or didn't. The point is to get it to do the most, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. Alright, we are going to grab that crit chance. We are down to, up to 40% crit chance now. Also, where did everything come from all of a sudden? Like, all of a sudden, it just surrounded me out of nowhere. Like, that's not cool. Increase the damage of NECRO WHIRL. Increase the damage even more. Now we need to be careful, like super careful, until we get our revive back again. This is not good. This is definitely not good. We got a sacrifice altar right on the ass. Okay, a Veil of Haste is actually very good. We might actually, as you can see, it is working still, and that's because of the NECRO WHIRL killing stuff inside the circle. So the one thing that's really good about this is because we're using lightning, things are dying inside the circle, which means that we don't have to be inside of it, you only have to be around it. We are going to grab the life so that we can get some healing, and we need to try and get closer to that circle so that we can kill things closer to it. Not very much working the way we wanted to. Oh, this is not good. We have to evacuate here. We've got plenty of time still to do it, so I'm not really worried. Unlike the... oh no, it does actually go down. Well, it looks like it's going down. I'm not getting there. There's just so much around us. Like, come on, game. Ah, there was a verdant. There was a haste over there. Oh no, I'm in a bad position. Wait. I've got an idea, everyone. We're gonna grab the dodge, and we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. This is very risky. I'm gonna take the health again, and we managed to do it. The risk paid off. Alright, we nearly got our revive again. We did not get this. We do get the spell increases in size over time, so that's okay. Not really what we're looking for, unfortunately, but we still need NECRO WHIRL to do the most amount of damage. Gonna go and increase our life again. It's just healing. Why not? To go and increase its duration. There we go. I'm starting to see a lot more of them. We need more duration. I need a legendary duration. The game needs to give us legendary duration. And then we should be in a very, very, very good spot. Alright, we do have our revive back up, so that's good, because I have a feeling that the boss is going to cause us grief. We did get an epic damage increase for everything, which is great to see, because we do need it. We definitely need that damage. And we need more duration. There we go. I could have gone for the crit there, but I saw duration. I'm like, I wanted duration. Let's get it. I don't know how I didn't get hit a single time there, but it's just magical. Somehow, I am not getting hit. Grab the Veiled Haste, of course, for cooldown. Even more cooldown. We could have gone for spell size, but we don't really need it. There is a relic somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll grab the spell size for the NECRO WHIRL now, because it's epic, and there was nothing else to take there necessarily. There is also a really juicy big magnet over here, which we're going to grab, because I think that is a lot of XP right there. Give us even more XP. Increase our luck by 8. That is massive. There's a total 1 relic of which we no longer grab. No, there was an epic Veiled Haste. Ah, I'm silly. That's okay. I took a legendary over there instead. I'm sure that was the legendary duration that I was looking for. Because as you can see now, we have a lot of NECRO WHIRLs all over the place. This would be quite dangerous if you're playing multiplayer like this though. Because if your allies come close to you, they're gonna die. Spell cooldown, we will grab that. If I could get even more, it's so close to getting 8 of them out at a time, or 6 of them out at a time. Oh, wait, I am sneaky. We're gonna grab the crit over there, so we're now on nearly 50% crit. But what we can do now is if I go and walk this way, they can't fit through that little gap. I'm gonna have to hit myself there, that's okay. And we do need a magnet. I'll go with the dodge chance. We are sitting on a 12% dodge chance now. 100% dodge chance again. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video or if I have before, but 100% dodge chance is how you get to be immortal in this game. So if you're looking to become immortal just for fun and to see what like a level 200 skill looks like, then dodge chance is the way to do it. You do have to get really lucky to get 100% though. So boost that luck of yours, ladies and gentlemen. Try and get yourself to the dodge chance and see what happens. We get another magnet here. Oh, it's so good. 2 levels just like that. Okay, we're going to grab dodge, yes. We're going to go and... you see, I do want the crit, but that legendary spell damage. Just have to grab it. I think every single upgrade we've had on spell swords now is epic or legendary, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of things dying around us that aren't even near us. We can go and increase our base crit damage now. That's perfect. I don't know. The NECRO's damage isn't really that like... Oh, I must use it. We could have gone into that small crevice and made the boss run around us, but it's really not that necessary. Go and decrease the cooldown even further. I don't know if he goes slowly in here. Didn't really matter. It turns out he did, which is great for us. We need him to land. Oh my goodness, I wasn't paying attention and we just got like wailed on there. What you can do when I do that, bossy? Nothing. You can't do anything. Also, I'm in a very, 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 very bad spot right now. This is where the augments become really, really important. Imagine if we got the move towards targets, because just imagine now we have like 6 of them on the floor around us. Imagine if all 6 of those moved towards the boss and we're hitting the boss at the same time. That would have been the most epic of epicness for the skill, but it is what it is. Sometimes we just can't get things going the way that we want them to, but pleasantly surprised with NECRO WHIRL by the end of the game mode. I mean, you can see everything in the distance over there is just dying. Boss, however, NECRO WHIRL has not landed up on its head once, which is not good for us. But there we go, with so much XP sitting there in the corner. Let's see if NECRO WHIRL did the most DPS. Yes, it did. 2.6 million damage at level 28. Solar Pulse with 1.1 million at level 10. Kind of puts it in perspective for you, I guess. But that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.